Good day, everyone. Welcome to the tutorial on how to set up your company diversity within your profile on Infuse. First of all, log into your profile. It will show up in View Validations because it's obviously been deployed as a new field and new setup that needs to be done. So it will show you company diversity, ownership, no owner fields defined. Go into company diversity, right? So here you're going to discuss and you're going to set up whether you are an EME, a GEN, or a qualifying small enterprise, etc. Obviously, this will not apply to you if you select anything other than an EME. Right, your DTI level. We want to know what your DTI level is. Okay, that's perfect. If company diversity ownership is not relevant to you, it's not relevant to you, you do not have any type of diversity ownership in your company, any type of diversity ownership, you just deselect this because it's not applicable to you. So all you've got to do is just deselect it. If you do have company diversity ownership, then obviously keep that selected. And now what we need to do is we need to add that company diversity at a shareholder level. Okay, so we want to add owner. And the reason we use owner is because obviously it could be a PTY, it could be a variety, it could be a CC, it could be a public owned company. We want to know exactly what the shareholding looks like in terms of the company diversity ownership. So you're going to start by adding an owner. So this is only applicable to someone who owns shares in the business that falls within company diversity ownership, right? So you're going to put details in for this specific shareholder, owner, partner, whatever it might be, director, whoever owns shares in the business or a portion of the business that is considered diversity ownership. Okay, very important that we get this captured. And you only have to capture it once and then it's captured. So yeah, this is really important, and this is going to give you a competitive edge when buyers are looking at your profiles and so on, to understand the company diversity and exactly what that company diversity looks like in terms of ownership. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in all the details of the person, right? ID number, 82. I'm just putting in random details of people, you know, for an ID, but you need to put the ID number of the specific shareholder. Obviously, the information I'm putting in is just demo information. Okay, so position. This is really important. So you can either select one of these or you can add a position in if one of these is not relevant. So say, for example, they are the CFO of the business. You can add that position, no problem. Okay, then are they involved in the business operations? So yes, no. Okay, we want to know if this shareholder, partner, person who owns a specific percentage of the business that qualifies as company diversity, we want to know, are they involved in business operations? Do they partake in profit share or dividends? Yes, no. What is the ownership percentage? So is it 51%? Is it 30%? Is it 30.2%? We want to know what the actual ownership percentage is. Okay? Right. So 51. Okay. Now we go to the next one. We want to know what community this person lives in. Okay. This is not a mandatory field for now, but it is important in terms of company diversity and understanding the ownership of that the diversity of that ownership is what community does this person live in. Okay, so for example, it could be Rustenburg, it could be whatever it is. We want to know what that community is that they live in. Then we want to know the address of the person. So we're just going to say 23 Marikana Avenue, and that is in Rustenburg. Okay, and the postal code is, I'm just going to put in a random postal code, let's just put in a random postal code, South Africa. Obviously, this is South Africa. Okay, South Africa. There it is there. Province is Northwest. City is Rustenburg. Okay, so now we set the address, and this is the physical address, so the residential address of that specific shareholder, right? We want to know where do they actually live. Okay, so total black owned. Is this diversity total black owned? What is there are there voting rights for the shareholder? Yes, no. If yes, what is the percentage of voting rights? Okay, I'm just going to make it basic here. It's 51%. Okay, all right. So we want to know, does the shareholder have voting rights? Do they have economic rights? If so, what percentage is that of their shareholding? Is it black female owned? And what percentage? Okay, so yes, black female owned. What percentage of it is voting rights, and what percentage of it is economic rights? Okay, so I'm just using that as an example. Is it black youth owned? Yes. Is it female locally owned? Yes. Black disabled, is that an option? Yes, no. So all we want to know is yes, no answers. Okay, so yes, this is just a demo of the setup. Black unemployed? No. Black people in rural areas, maybe that's applicable. And then obviously black military veterans, yes, no. Obviously this would be no because I've selected youth owned and so on. And this is it. We save this information, and now we have got who the shareholder is, and it will start to give you the full breakdown of the actual shareholding of your business and what that means. Eventually we will put something in place where you can actually download this for your auditors and so on, so that you can actually submit this to them so that they can do your BEE cards if you need that. So you can edit this information at any time. As I said, save it. The second portion of what we need once you've added the shareholder is we need three things. We need owner proof of residence. So we need to know, I'm just putting in a random document here, but you must put in proof of residence. We want to know the ID number. We want a copy of the ID, please. So we want a copy of the ID of the person who is a shareholder in the business, and then proof of ownership. This would be an affidavit, a share certificate, whatever proof there is in terms of a document that showcases that this person has ownership within the business. So it's really important that we just capture that for you. I just want to find there we go, just a document. If you put in the same one, it won't let you. Okay, great. So once this information is put in, it will say pending. Obviously we need to approve this for you on with regards to our admin section. And then depending on how many shareholders you have that qualify for company diversity ownership, you will just keep adding a new owner. And this will be the shareholder. So depending on how many diversity ownership shareholders you have, you will then continue to add each of these shareholders within the structure, and it will then give you the total company diversity. All the shareholders will add up to your total company diversity and exactly what that means. So this will automatically be registered and set up based on the shareholders that you add into this profile. If there are any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Please reach out. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's give your company a competitive edge by adding in these shareholders and really showcasing your company diversity and giving you that competitive edge. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.